Hello guys, and welcome to yet another League of Legends video. It's gonna be Garen. I played Garen a lot, I feel, but I really like Garen. And this specific intake, this specific video, we're gonna be getting quite fed with Garen. As you can see, we're up against Singe now. Of course, it's gonna be very difficult to deal with, and I think the main reason why we're still doing well in this game is because he makes a couple of mistakes, and of course Garen gets fed, and once Garen gets fed, it's quite a decently easy game. Let's just put it like that. Yeah, so let's just roll the tape. I'm actually queuing together with Tam and Fizz, and our bot lane is actually, I'm not sure if they're queuing together, but at least, we don't know them. Then there is the enemy team has a Singe, there's Garner. I guess I messed up this order just a little bit. Cassiopeia in the mid lane, Misfortune Leona bot lane. Now, actually, I know, I'm just gonna put it on all for a moment. We just missed Singe walking around here, and actually, what I was saying, oh, wrong team. I was saying, Singe is definitely going to start proxying like a level 1. I just felt it coming. Don't really care, of course, because chasing Singe is, that's how he gets you. He'd probably take a lot more damage if you just than he does if you just run after him. Secondly, you don't want to lose your farm and your XP, especially not early on. We just walked in here, and I guess the whole enemy team didn't bother to place any wards or anything, so we're just safe here, just playing around a little bit. I wonder if I should maybe I should just play it in all. Actually, they took this one. I guess we could have seen it anyway. They're starting blue side. Cassiopeia starts in the lane. I'm just gonna say this because I don't think we might not have time for it later. I'm not sure why Skarner doesn't decide to go for our red at some point. I mean, Fizz comes in from here. I mean, it's not 100% obvious, but it's kind of obvious. And finally, I come in from the top side of my lane as well, also late. So it must be. And when Tam shows, if he does, like they'll see his red buff. So I'm not sure why Skarner decided to not go to our red buff. I mean, they even have the shrine here. I'm not sure why he didn't decide to go. So yeah, Singe decided to start proxying early on. Took a lot of damage from the minions. Is now not gonna escape. I'm gonna start my ignite. It's not enough, and actually no. And I'm telling Tam, you still need to get it. But I was confident enough, and I didn't want to dislike my farm XP. I just get the assist anyway. That's just a super easy first kill. I didn't get too much out of it. I am still very far behind the farm. He got 2 full waves proxying. And I'm still struggling with this, and I actually don't watch this because my farm is going to be absolutely horrible. I'm going to be losing so much. I wanted to hit the other one, miss this one. I'm not going to get this one because guess what? Because of that. So yes, it's going to be pretty difficult to deal with. I just try and harass him with my Q because that's pretty strong for Garen. Try not to hit walk in his poison at all. Gonna silence him when I can because there's not much he can do to retaliate from that. But aside from that, just gonna let him do his thing. He's probably gonna try and shove it into my hit the wave into my turret so he can continue proxying. That's what he does, preferably what he wants to do. I trade pretty well. I bought 3 potions. He bought consumables as well. But as long as I don't land in his potion, my Q and maybe a little bit of spinning does more damage than just a fling. And he doesn't auto attack me at all. Gonna start, more harassing, and then like Tam comes in from that side. So he has to run through the turret. I flashed over here because I expected it to run like this, but he decides to run like this. Running over, but wanting to cut him off here because Tam already has this area. Because he stood still for a moment, came back. There was also some poor map movement. Fizz flanks as well, but from like the wrong side. But I pick up the speeds right here. Can easily finish him off together with the speed of my Q. In the meantime, Caitlyn gets executed. Probably like saw Skarner coming in and managed to make it to the turret, which is quite nice. Did use both herself, but I guess she used them probably before already. Their bot lane was back as well. Their Thresh was base as well. Actually, there might have been a lot more going on than I really realized. Doesn't really matter though. We're focusing on me in this video. Back at the lane, missing all the farm. Don't look. It's I don't know what's happening. My farm is absolutely pretty bad. I mean, this wasn't even the worst series of me missing my farm that I had. Don't want to drop the tower race. Luckily, there's still a minion. He's 2 levels below me, so he's gonna take a ton of damage. It's not very hard for me to finish that off. I'm not sure what elo he is, but I think he's that low. And I think, not walking straight into a huge minion wave against someone who is 2 levels up, again, has 2 levels on you. Plus, even though you might know that Ignite isn't up yet, because I use it on him. You might guess that my, I have an offensive summoner, so I play aggressive. I have an offensive item in a longsword. Skarner came to push it out. I can probably take him at this point, but I can't take both Skarner and Singe at the same time. Don't know, wasn't sure where Skarner was going, but I kind of wanted to shove this back at the Singe turret because if I don't, he's gonna end up proxying again. And as soon as he's proxying, where Many is at the spot where he wants to be, it's really difficult for me to stop him from just getting his farm. Of course, he's kind of low, so it's gonna take some damage. In the meantime, I had level 6, he had level 4, and he actually flicks me to the wrong side. Ignite ultimate. A little bit of spinning, easy kill. It's already 3 kills and an assist for me. Garen getting an advantage in lane. Garen being in lane is scary, even if he's behind almost. But Garen getting an advantage in lane, that's just horrible. At this point, his only hope really is to just get here and not having me not being able to just. Bot lane didn't go that well. Thresh does get the kill, but I think overall it's 3 for 2. I'm guessing both Misfortune and Caitlyn died. Must be. Almost must be. Mid lane is doing pretty well, I think, for such a normally oppressive lane. Farming quite well. Trading some ultimates, getting some rest. Out onto whatever her name is, Cassiopeia even. This of course. Okay, nice. Didn't take an extra tower shot. It's gonna survive. Fish also really scary when he gets that. Same for Cassiopeia. And Fish normally quite difficult to play early on. Of course, I haven't played Fish in a long time. It's actually the only champion actually got a pentakill with on Summoner's Rift. I've gotten pentakills in Aram. I think maybe only one as well. Kha'Zix, and then I had a couple where I had quarter kill, no way someone else was gonna get away, and then sorry, quarter kill, someone else. Never too worried about it. It's just it's just a stat it's kind of fun to have the stats. Just having a good KDA is nice, but
Blue team double kill.
It doesn't ruin my experience when I don't get a pentakill or anything. Huge advantage on Sage. My ult is back up. It's gonna build that advantage a little bit. Because I have a wave here, there's no way he can just walk past me, because when I have to wave, I'll probably just take the turret. Not that I can want to at this point. At this point I want to force Singe to constantly be in this little area where I am absolutely dominant. If I have to go here to stop him, more trouble from Skarner, stuff, whatever. Singe decides to teleport in, I would have let my Garen take the turret probably, and just hope that I guess the chance to free farm while the rest of the team doesn't fuck up against the fat Garen. I decided to back rather than hang around because I was kind of low. I think I wasn't sure Garen where Skarner was either. I haven't picked up my summoner or whatever this thing is, totem thingy, whatever, trinket. I think it's what it's called. And I actually don't think I picked it up for all game. I probably said every minute over our team call, guys, I need to pick up a trinket. Remind me when I go and shop, but then just navigate. Considering build, this is also just great. Considering build some MR. Yeah, I wanted to flash because I didn't want Tam to get it. Because I know him, so I can do that. Considering build, I started offensively already with the longsword. Starting against AD is really easy. Just pot 5 cloth, you just can't die. You're probably gonna win unless you play poorly. Or like someone else plays really good, maybe. I guess AP, like the itemization early on, is a little bit more difficult. I mean, it's almost more difficult throughout the entire game. So I started longsword, built a phase, but now gonna go get Spirit Visage. I don't necessarily need any more offensive items, and I don't want to die if like Skarner comes. I want to just run away from Siege. And besides, the healing is pretty good if you're gonna be proxying Singed, which is what I'm gonna do now. Which is probably what this matchup is born to evolve into. Two people proxying each other, no minions ever hitting any tower. But essentially this is not to my benefit, because this allows Singed to just farm for free and not being punished. And with the advantage I have in lane, and that's not actually really what I want. Skarner shows up here. I don't think he even noticed the ward. I just go and stand over here because I don't think Skarner will come and gank me if he can't see me. Like, and just assumes that I'm gone already. Since walked up again, and I just get to spin on him a little bit again. Down comes in again. Poor Singe, but it's just too easy. Good juggle top synergy to an extent, I guess. As long as he's here and Singe is here, there's almost always kill potential. There's already kill potential when I'm just there. The only thing is Singe can normally get away. When Dom is there, there's no way. Mid lane 3-0, actually out farming. Cassiopeia at this point doesn't really dare get close to her farm. Bot lane is actually doing quite well as well, so we're doing good on all fronts. Jungle of course is really full. Well, I'm once again proxying. Of course, this is gonna make the turret take damage. And I think I decide. First of all, I want to check if their red is up, because I like getting red button scare. Run into Cassiopeia. I hope to just be looking that way, but I just missed it. And I just trade the Q and an E for Cassiopeia's ultimate, and she is forced to back. Fish just gets more free farm. I didn't really lose anything. Singe is just still in lane. If I just catch the wave here, he's not really gonna be able to. Yeah, I guess he might be able to proxy. Yeah, and he's gonna be able to run past here now. So we might start to proxy. Of course, I have a Q that cancels slows, which is pretty nice. But it's not like the ideal situation to ideal to use very well either. It's never ideal to chase Singe. I think it's like rule number 1, never chase Singe. Dragon fight is going well. I don't have teleport. Sorry. I'm used to looking to fight in bot lane as if I'm gonna teleport because I expect I will. But on Garen I actually just take ignite and sit in lane. Yes, so Singe is proxying. There's no real use for me to, try and chase that. I'm just gonna lose my wave. I'm gonna make it at the tower. Might not. It's very likely that I don't even get him. So I'm just gonna take this and probably gonna start my proxying between the towers as well, just because I have to wait for someone to come so we can cut off Singe before that really becomes useful. Tam on his own should essentially be able to deal with Singe, except for that he might not be able to catch him. Let's see.
A summoner has disconnected.
Right, he disconnected. So the call also dropped, so there's no more communication between me, Fizz, and whatever his name is, Tam. Fizz of course does do quite a bit of damage, but Skarner comes in for backup. Doesn't matter that much. I walked on the board. I didn't know. Besides from that, I don't really care. Cassiopeia gets linked, but I get linked. I'm just gonna see what I can do. I can do a lot of damage. Don't get the ult off on Skarner, but Skarner walks back in. Doesn't get the ult off. Then a hook by Trash. That's it, literally. Singe tries to escape, but he has quite a lot of speed. But yeah, good play by Trash. Really, quality. And I think I picked up 2 and Fish picked up 1, or maybe the other way around. Doesn't really matter. Bot lane of course is struggling a little bit because Trash isn't there. Is he gonna get killed in? No. Oh, that one minion. Secret Service minions. So yeah, for like our good fight here, we lost our AD carry, but the tower is still standing, and I think Fizz and Thresh will both be there to save it. And of course, mid lane, there's no one to hold it, but it's pushing out. Cassiopeia, they only just respawn. Skarner wasn't there either. Singe is here with me again. I took the turret. Let's see if I can. I don't want to walk into potions, even though like he doesn't have any items. I don't really want to walk into potion. Then Garen decides to like be, yo, what up? And then is he Devourer? Yeah, he's Devourer. I feel like what's it called? Cinderhawk is like in all scenarios probably the better Skarner jungle item, but I'm not expert with Skarner. I just played it once, and of course it's pretty strong. But yeah, he's already pretty strong. So like when I play him well, it's hard to say whether I did well or it's just champion being broken, especially because I played him before it got nerfed. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, not much to say about it. Singe came back. I went back to base because I had quite a lot of money to spend. There's this wave crashing into my turret, but there's not much I can do about it because it's already dead. It's gonna flash, ult, ignite, waste all my stuff on like the guy who's probably worth like 40 gold at this point. Don't want it to get any XP. Gonna keep him out of the game. If he was like disconnected and that's why he's so far behind, I would give him. It would probably allow him to farm.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
But this is just a fair game, and shit happens. I get to build my advantage. And not even like in farm, I'm not even so better, but partly because I farm like terribly. But also in part because, Singe just walks in the wave. Doesn't even allow his minions to hit it and just deals a lot of damage, gets all the farm. Easy peasy. Picks up the swiftness boost. I think I want to go for them, but I'm not sure if I even ever complete them or if I build something else. In the meantime, fight that Drake. They got the Drake, and we got the fight. Tower is up, Tom's gonna take some damage, Tom decides he's taking shield, so he's quite alright. I just stood here, PMing a little bit, in case someone was gonna, decide and come over here, but I guess that chance was that big because you'd be dead. Farming some jungle games because I was already here, and since it's proxying and the wave's already crashing into my turret, so I'm not sure if I decide to. This is actually useless, but alright. The best idea would probably have to been to push out mid, apply pressure on this turret. And that's probably, in the best scenario that's just me trading my turret here, turret, which I guess is kind of worth. And that also makes that if this turret was to fall, it would make that Singe would have to proxy here, which of course is again a bit harder. He's gonna try and take it, so that's why I focus on the minions, because the minions would have taken it down. And then there's like, how many people? 3 people here just dealing with Singed. Touches the Tam Q because through the slow, it's partner comes, people here. The mid lane turret, the top lane turret also falls to the next wave of minions because it's proxying. I'm just standing here because nobody can take me. Singe goes back to proxying, stupid. Annoying champ. Then like Skarner stands here like, dude, you're not actually flanking. You're just out of position. He's gonna jump on Skarner, he's gonna stun up. 4 people I'm running straight into. And like, those are undead, then Fizz comes in, Fresh comes in, die. Chaotic team fight, everybody split up, Singe proxying, Caitlyn split pushing. They're all very low though, and I'm basing here because I want to stop Singe, but I think the call is just to go and get this turret now, because there's no way that if I can get onto Cassie, I think she used her ultimate. I guess not. It doesn't really matter, I just have to get near and she's dead. So I can easily take the turret. In the meantime, Singe is not making that much progress. Caitlyn died. No, that's a shame. She did get the turret. So that's pretty good. Fizz the dealt with Singe is also legendary. Of course, I'm still ahead. resist less heal more. This fight goes a little bit wrong. Dam is gonna bring me out. I'm just gonna stand here because I have ultimate, so I can stand. And then I have Ignite, so I can do this. And then a good hook by Trash means I can pick up the triple there. Gushio didn't bother to chase. If she had chased, you know, that I would probably have died. Almost certain. But she didn't, and you know, that's a good turnaround. Not much for me to do. Standing on top of a ward, but don't really care. Nobody's probably gonna stop me. Like the only person could have been Cassiopeia, but she was quite low already, and she, you know, probably, you know, silence spin a little bit. She would probably have been dead. Shin's teleported back just so he can proxy, but like there's very little room between these two turrets to proxy. I think it's like this area. So he actually ends up, you know, to an extent on the right side of the turret, but not making his proxying any more effective. I come in, I farm, chasing Singe like the world. Dam is gonna try and slow him with the other Toad. Comes, you know, just past me, but since I was farming this, not gonna get him. He's just gonna run away. I guess that's his ultimate. I'm not too sure, like, about most stuff of Singe's kit, what it does, but I guess it's his ultimate. Hard to tell. Dam is just dealing with him, running in a potion. I'm just, you know, taking a wave and pushing it into this tower. Misfortune comes to try and stop me. But in funny turns, like, she wanted to check this with her E, but like, as she checked, I walked here, she was here, like, I can easily kill her. Then apparently, even though I'm suppressed, my E still works. Garner is really very low. I thought I would have him there, but I didn't. He's slow, but I still get the stun. The tank goes in, still taking tower damage. There's too many people here, but Fresh comes to 8, also like our tank damage. Standing slightly to the back here. Everybody collapses. Pick up the rest, get an ace. 5 minutes push, we have an ace. Dam, I guess, to join, but that's okay. Since in the meantime is back up, Misfortune doesn't even want to come over here. She's like, nope, not doing that. Since, you know, I took the tower aggro because I have some fire cake now. You know, easily pick up, and I think they surrender now. I'm just PMing. I'm regenning harder than you know, it's pretty hard because of Garen. I don't even have the, because I have the Sun for Spirit Massage, but I don't even have Warmog yet. You know, when you have Warmog, it's just pushing the init. It's gonna be I think I have ultimate. Yeah, so like as soon as anybody engages or just comes too near, they're dead. Engage comes, you know, still have to be a little careful. But I think the engage came because use my ultimate to scar them, which is probably not necessary. Quite well aside from that. I mean, the fight wasn't that good for this one, and you know, that's probably the best idea. So 1605 Garen got fed early. I wouldn't necessarily say that I carried the team because like all of the team was doing really well. But it was definitely a stomp, let's put it like that. And that's, you know, the fat Garen basically 1v3 at like 1/3 health or something. He's still pretty strong, and it's like, I really like playing him right now. I mean, he's always banned, but you know, this was a normal game anyway. Anyway guys, I'm babbling. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.